Alright guys, Bludgeon Boy here to play some Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy's Kong Quest. The first non-Ratchet & Clank LP I've ever done. This game is amazing. I love this game. And first off, we're going to start a new game here. I have done like a practice run of this in the past, but I'm not quite 100% on it, so I've got Firefox open next to me. This is done in an emulator in SNES 9X, not ZSNES, because ZSNES has problems with rotating barrels and stuff. It's got glitches and shit. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to put in a cheat code, and I'll have to go look up the cheat code because I forget what it is. The cheat code basically allows us to remove, or allows me to remove all the DK barrels from the game, making it a lot harder than it actually is, meaning I can get hit a lot less, making it a lot more difficult and a lot more fun. For me, I prefer the challenge of that. Now what you're going to do here in this menu, when you've got 1 player, 2 player, team, 2 player contest, you're going to go down here to 2 player contest, press down 5 times, get to music test, press down 5 more times, and you get to cheat mode. Once you're down here, you press B, A, right, A, left, A, X. You'll hear that noise, and then you start a new game. This removes all the DK barrels. You still got checkpoints, but no DK barrels. But because you don't have any DK barrels, you do start off each level with both monkeys. So yeah, I didn't play this game as a kid. I only ever played like the first Donkey Kong Country as a kid, and I didn't play much of it. I played it like twice. There was this thing called like Vacation Care, which was like childcare for kids whose parents had to work during the school holidays, and you'd go to a school just to this room they had set aside, and they would basically just have, you know, like a TV and video games, and then have painting and blocks and Lego and shit, and you just play. And I remember that back in like I went to kindergarten in like 1999, so back then they must have had a SNES. And they must have had this game. Oh, not this game, but the first one. And that must have been the first time I played it. I think the second time I played it was also at Vacation Care, but they had like this thing called, well, not this thing, but they had times where they would take you on like excursions to different places. And there was this place called Play Maze, and it was like this just gigantic playfield full of like tubes that you would like crawl through as a kid, and like slippery dips and ladders and ropes you could climb in the ball pit and all that shit. And I remember one of the play mazes we went to at some point had like a games room in it, and it had consoles, like gaming consoles. It had like a Nintendo 64, I think, and a PS1 and a GameCube, and they had a SNES as well, and they had the first game of this as well, first Donkey Kong Country. So that's all the experience I have with playing this as a kid. Shit, I wanted to get to life. This game's actually really annoying, and the saving is one of the worst features of the game. The platforming's amazing, the graphics are incredible for a SNES game, all the pre-rendered sprites and everything, but the saving is abhorrent in that you have to, you can only save at certain points, and it only saves your DK coins, your bonus coins, and the levels you've done. It doesn't save your lives, and it doesn't save your banana coins. It's annoying. Why bother saving up lives if you can't save them? That coin right there is a bonus coin. I think they're called Kremkoins, but I just call them bonus coins because you get them in bonus areas. There are 75 of them in the game, and we're going to be collecting all of them. This right here is the K. If you get K, O, N, and G, the letters K, O, N, and G in each level, or in any level, you get 1 life. It's not mandatory for 100%, but I'll try to find as many of the letters as I can. That coin right there, that's a banana coin. You spend that on stuff like saving the game. Saving the game costs money. In this game, I shit you not. There's nothing up here. Try and... not that we've come across it yet, but you'll see the DK coin later on. Comboed. Yeah, we'll be going for a 102% run, which is basically getting everything in the game. And as I said, I've done a practice run, so I more or less know where everything is. I just haven't, because I've played Ratchet Deadlocked is the most recent game I've played, so it's kind of gone from my memory just a little bit. So I've got Firefox open in case I need to know where anything is. It's not really cheating, because I mean, I've done this game twice already, having done everything, so it's not really cheating, I don't think. That was fail. Yeah, these bonus areas, you not only have to find them, but you also have to win them. In the first Donkey Kong Country, you just had to find them, and they'd count for your completion. But in this game, you have to find them and beat them to get that coin to win. And I think there's like 2 varieties. There's either destroy them all, which is that one where you have to just kill everything on the screen, and there's just find the token, which means the token is at the end of like an obstacle course, and you have to basically get to the end. And you can't get hit in bonus areas, or you'll fail the bonus area instantly, no matter how many monkeys you have. Yeah, to be honest, this isn't, as I've said, the DK barrels are not in this. They're not going to be in this playthrough because it's a hard playthrough, but given that we have checkpoints, it's not that difficult. Because obviously, the fact that I don't have any DK barrels does not affect what happens when I jump into pits. Doesn't affect what happens when I can't find shit. That right there is a DK coin. There are 40 of them in the game. There's 1 in each level, except for the Kaizo levels, in which there's 2. There's 1 at the end, and there's 1 in a bonus level somewhere. And as you can see down at the title of each level, it basically says, it's got an exclamation mark there which indicates that we've gotten all the bonus areas, and a DK coin icon, which means we've gotten the DK coin. So it keeps track of what you've got in each level, which is quite handy. Yeah, the bonus levels in this one are nowhere near as hard to find as the ones in the first game. The ones in the first game, they're all hidden in walls. Almost all of them are hidden in walls, or the barrels are like fucking down in pits, like that are barely even visible, like they're off screen. And you gotta look really hard for those ones. But in this game, they're a lot easier to find. Oh shit. Fail. But yeah, most of the ones in the first game were like in walls. And you had to break the walls with barrels. I don't think there's any like that in this game, or in the third game. But yeah, as I was saying, this isn't too difficult because we might not have DK barrels, but at least we got checkpoints. The third game, the hard mode has no checkpoints at all. So, it's substantially harder. Because that means if you die anywhere in the level, you have to go back to the start. And that is super annoying. Ah, now see, I'm unable to do this one now because I need my other... Oh no, hold on, maybe. You're not gonna cooperate at all. No, we're gonna have to go back. Because this level's pretty easy, this world is pretty easy, it's the first world of the game, I will not be splitting this up into separate videos. It'll just be one video per world for the first 2 or 3 worlds. After that though, things could actually get pretty tricky, so I might at that point resort to I probably will resort to splitting things up at that stage. Because that's when it starts to get hard. After the 4th world. And having to go back, I'm not sure how I'll do like cuts and things, because I don't want to waste your time showing you things you've already seen. Like here I'm willing to do it because it takes me like 30 seconds to get through this level. But in the later levels where I'm going to be dying heaps and heaps of times, I'm probably going to be cutting all over the place. Which will be annoying, most certainly. Shouldn't be too bad though, I mean, it's not that difficult. As long as you know where everything is, it's not that hard. And as I said, the saving in this game is kind of stupid. In the way it works. and I'll be using save states to save in between recordings just to maintain my life count and banana coin count, so I don't have to go scrounging for lives or banana coins, because banana coins allow you to A, save the game in the actual save slot, like the actual battery backup save on the cartridge, or the pseudo cartridge that exists as a game file, or exists as a file on the computer anyway, which I'll also be using for like a backup thing. And the banana coins allow you, the banana coins allow you to save, and also to travel between worlds, because you can't travel between worlds without going to Funky, who we haven't seen yet. And the extra lives obviously allow me to die more without having to go back and scrounge for lives, so I don't get game overs. Game overs take you back to the last time you saved in-game, not to the last save state, so getting game overs is an inconvenience. This is Kong College, this is where you save your game. Like, in the actual game, the battery backup save. She also has, like, hints and stuff, but they're pretty much useless given that we know where everything is. Saving your game is free the first time, but for whatever reason, they decide to charge you 2 banana coins every time you save after that. Which is so uptight. These kids are trying to save your fucking island, and for whatever reason, you decide to charge them? For what? Like, you're not even providing them with anything, and that's just so fucking cheap, I can't even... And it's your family! It's your family, and they're charging you for this shit. It's disgusting. It's a really poor attitude to have for these kids who are, like, saving your hinds from, like, this dastardly reptile bastard. Just what the... I just don't understand that at all. Makes no sense to me. I should also explain these animal buddies that you get. There are 5 animal buddies in the game. We've encountered 2 of them thus far. We've encountered Rambi, who was the rhino in the first level, and this is On Guard the swordfish. They all have like a special attack that you can do by pressing Y. I always get mixed up with the button layout because it's like an Xbox controller, but you switch around A and B and you switch around X and Y. It's identical. Otherwise... So yeah, X is the top button, Y is the left button, B is the bottom button, A is the right button. Even ZSNES like identifies them as top button, bottom button, left button, right button, because they know people don't know where they are. Oh shit. Also, as you can tell, the animal buddies allow for like an extra hit that you can get back if you can find the animal again before it runs off screen and disappears out of memory, which is quite helpful. And once you reach a sign like that, they disappear, and usually you get a prize, usually like like a banana bunch or a life or something. I hope it. Oh no, actually we do need both apes for this, unless I can keep. How the fuck? That's weird. There are secret passages all over this that I can't fathom how they get to sometimes. They're just weird. Oh god. I'm trying to find the other, because I know there's 2 of them. I'm sure of it. Please get the fuck out the way. No, I don't know if we can reach it from here. Ah, we can. Good. Because there's like 3 ways you can reach that. You can either twirl over there with Dixie's pony twirl. You can use On Guard. You can like hold A to do that supercharge that you saw earlier when I broke into that secret area, and then rush over there that way. Because see here, you can obviously get On Guard at some other point in the level, but I don't know where it is. Or you can look for the G, but I don't know where it is. Anyway, maybe the G's on the thing. No, it's not. But, yeah, you can either use On Guard Supercharge to get over there, you can use Dixie's Pony Twirl, or you can do what I did and just do the Super Jump. The Super Jump is when you press Y off the edge of a platform, you kind of do that, you either do, like, Diddy's Somersault or Dixie's Pony Twirl, then you jump after you've left the platform, so you kind of jump off of air. And that allows you to do a longer jump than you'd normally be able to do, which is quite helpful. and essential to get to certain areas in this game. Ah, this fucking thing. That's Rattly the Snake. That's like the third animal you meet. Now, there's also these secret barrels here that I'm going to show you. Whoop. Or not. I know it's there. Don't act like it's not there, because it's there. See? It's there. Those secret barrels are in every level in the first two worlds, and that's the only one where I can actually know where it is. But, they basically just take you to the end of the level. They're kind of useless in this because we have to go through and get everything, so it's pointless. But, still funny. If I do a super jump here, will I get... No. But this game is really fun. Especially towards... It's one of those games that's like, hard. But then once you get to the end, it's rewarding. It's not obscene difficulty for the sake of it. It can be if you don't know what you're doing, but these games rely heavily on memorization, so... That's just how they are. Yeah, this is like the first game I'm playing where I haven't actually played the game as a kid, so it'll be interesting. I tried to do the commentary on this like once, and it just didn't turn out that good, so commentary on this might be a little more difficult, because I'm nowhere near as familiar with this as I am with Ratchet & Clank. Ratchet & Clank is like, I can do that with my fucking eyes closed. And speaking of that, I've been watching like the Ratchet & Clank 2 developer commentary. That is so interesting. It's so amazing listening to that. Because like, these are the guys who built the fucking game. It's really interesting to listen to. Anyone who likes Ratchet & Clank in any respect should go watch it. It's really good. I don't think that's the one with the there's one with a cannonball in it, but I don't think that's what it is. One of those treasure chests. It's really interesting. And that was fucking stupid. Yeah, they're talking about like all the things that went into building the game and how the engine works and how they designed the enemies and all the kind of coding that goes into it and shit. And it's stuff I can kind of understand because I did software in high school. Not like hardcore kind of shit, but enough to understand what they're talking about. More than enough to understand what they're talking about. And there are even things in that game that I understand that they don't seem to understand. Or things that I know about the game that they didn't pick up on. Like they're in a space combat and they never once mentioned that if you're low on health, the game will automatically give you more health. It'll automatically spawn a shield for you from one of the enemies. Oh, I can't get to that. Shit. That's the only problem with this game, losing your chimp, your other monkey, is at times a really bad inconvenience because you need it to get to a bonus area somewhere else in the game. Then you have to die and go to another check and like either respawn at the checkpoint or worse at the beginning. But what you'll notice when I leave this bonus area is that if you go into a bonus area, once you come back out of that bonus area, you will have both monkeys, regardless of whether you went in there with both of them, which is quite helpful. Which it basically means if you go into if you need both monkeys at some point, and there's a bonus area you can reach with only one monkey, you can more or less go back to that bonus area and get your monkey back without having to die and respawn. It's kind of an oversight, but I'll abuse it because it's helpful. Now, oh, I swear there's more than that. No, actually there isn't. I don't think we ever got the N. I don't even know where the N is. Nope. I think it's in between. It's like before one of the areas you respawn in once you finish a bonus area, so kind of pointless trying to go back for it. Anyway, this is the first boss. The bosses in this are pretty simple. They follow pretty simple patterns. Yeah, going back to the Ratchet & Clank 2 commentary, it's just so interesting. I wish I'd seen it before I did my LP, because I could have mentioned things that they said, and mentioned like oversights that they made, either in the game itself or in their commentary. Things that I can kind of point out to you that, from a design perspective, that I can kind of pick up from my own detection of patterns and things. Because that's all a machine is. It's just reading off and producing a pattern. That's what it is. It's a pattern machine. Fuck. Double fuck. Seriously. Ugh. Oh, there we go. I think it's 4 hits with this guy. But yeah, hopefully what I can do is watch the Ratchet & Clank 3 developer commentary, because I got one for Ratchet & Clank 3 as well. Watch that before I do my Ratchet & Clank 3 LP, and then I can mention all kinds of shit to you guys, which will be pretty interesting. And it's so weird watching them play the game and realizing how shit they are at it compared to me. Like, I don't mean to brag. I mean, I do think I'm pretty good at the game. I've got practice at the game. And that doesn't mean I'm good at every game. It just means I'm good at that one. But they... Like, Mike Stout, he's kind of average. Tony Garcia's a little bit better at it. But they were failing the space combat. The space combat's piss easy. I don't know what they were doing wrong. It's weird. Anyway, that's the end of my arrogance and the first world of Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy's Conquest. And I will catch you guys later.